Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Toss sweep to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. He might want another play. To the air, it's Reed. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, mark it at the 16-yard line.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Reed. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Connection to the right. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find...
Running free. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. They're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking to throw again. Got a man, it's Durham. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in their step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He slings it deep to the left. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing most. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
It'll be third and long. Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it. right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Snapped it in the shotgun. The quick out. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Dropping back, it's Reed. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I think the head coach might need to have a talk with his QB and just try to get him settled down, because he looks out of sorts right now. He's already thrown 2 picks. He tried to throw that ball off his back leg. The coach needs to get his QB settled because he seems like he's rattled right now.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown LSU.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Scott. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that...
Turning it on! He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do.
And the Tigers will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, after getting the takeaway, now you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man, it's Parker. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's caught. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown LSU!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Scott. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Going for the big play. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Here's a heat. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fakes to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. LSU quick to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. They get him stopped at the 2, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime.
Black 24. 691. Gators Spark.
Quarterback will keep it. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. Got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good point.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Scott. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field. It's Underwood. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out through the 27-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Another nice. Put together, and this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And it's his 4th interception of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Tigers want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is, there he goes! Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the direct snap, it's Scott.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And they'll just down it right there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And it's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
There he goes! Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Buys a little time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
21-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
They'll leave it with him. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to take a shot. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Back to throw, it's Fafita. Now improvising. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth.